What is up, everybody? How are you doing today? So it is finally time for a new comic book haul. I got to make a whole bunch of contest videos too because people are hitting their sub count goals like crazy. So first thing I'm gonna do is take this and put it here. Go ahead and put a link to the chat in case anybody wants to jump in and hang out with me, because this is a new comic book day haul, but it also counts for me as a hangout, because if you want to jump in, you're more than welcome to. Any of my buddies want to join me, so there is the link right there in the chat. So let's see what's up, Bookworm? How are you doing today? You doing all right? I am actually kind of sore. 3 days straight, 12-hour shifts, and I actually worked really, really hard. And I feel a whole lot better. I don't know why. My attitude feels a whole lot better. So don't know why. I guess I'm just hitting a stride. So I'll hopefully ride this out as long as I can. So we've got our handy dandy packing list to help me remember who's all covers that I ordered, whether it's an A, B, or C cover, and who did the art and everything. And then we've got a nice little stack of books. Circumstances, if he were here, would be very thrilled that I completed his challenge. 1 week I got 10 books. Next week I got 6. So 10 or less books per week. I actually did it. That is, I don't know how that ended up happening. Because that normally never happens. Usually it's 20-something books. This will not be the norm. Next week's totally going to make up for it. So let's see. We got Lord Chucks showing up. BLCC represent. How are you doing today, dude? You snowboarding today? I don't think you're snowboarding. I think the mountains are pretty clear. So let's get into it and see what I got for this 2 weeks. As I normally do, I'm breaking it down by publisher, and this week's publisher is Nauman. No, this week's publisher is not Nauman. He's not publishing the book.
I'm published.
We got Dale's of Suspense. What's up? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Steven Spock. What's up? How are you doing? Oh, we got nice amount of people starting to drop in now. Here you go.
See what I bring you, man?
Yeah, exactly. You're bringing people in. You need to show up every time I do one of these. So, biggest stack of books I got was Marvel, which is not shocking for me. So let's see what I got from Marvel.
If you're going to show your stuff, make yourself bigger.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. There we go. So first off, I had to get this. I wasn't going to miss it for, I think it was $2.99 for me because of my discount at the store. Not going to pass up an issue of Moon Knight.
Oh, Vex Mill.
Yeah, had to get it. I was like, you know what? It'll be much cheaper to get it.
Vex Mill fool me every time, man.
Do what now?
Those fax mills fool me every time. I go, oh
man, and it's literally just the barcode, man. I mean,
and the dollar, the $3.99,
and the dollar amount. You know, $3.99. I'm sure this wasn't $3.99 originally when it came out.
I think it was.
And now it's way more than $3.99. So I figure, why not get this copy? I can read it, beat it up, do anything I want to it. Who does the art on this? Sinkowitz? How do you say his name?
I don't know, man. You're asking the fob, dude.
I think it's Sinkowitz. I think, because I think I said it the other way, and everybody's like, yeah, he doesn't like it that way. And I'm like, okay, his name, I'll say it any way I want. So if I ever run across him at a con, I'll have one to read, and if I ever get a good copy, I can get him to sign it. I can get it graded, and not feel bad about myself because I have something to actually read and open up, and
Are you preparing for the con? Yeah, I'm still deciding whether I'm going to go to the con or not.
I don't think he's going to be there. Which is honestly good because I don't have the money to get Moon Knight #1 right now, the actual copy. So maybe next con, maybe he'll show up at SC Comic Con.
What going for?
Huh? I think this thing's hitting around $80 to $100 for a raw copy now.
I'm not paying anything more than $30 for my comic books.
And so, I mean, I can every once in a while, but I can't do it all the time. So
yeah, I mean, I made a rule for myself: no more than $30. If more than $30, it's out of my reach.
And the weird part is most people would say, "Oh, you're gonna miss out on a whole lot of good books that way." But I've seen people get really good like key books and stuff like that for. I think Hallermouth said the most he's ever paid for a book is $22, and that was because it was a golden age Disney.
I mean, you can catch it all, right? I mean, you can catch it all, right?
Yeah, you're not going to get everything anyway.
I mean, if I wanted, it's an infinite amount of. There's an infinite amount of ones. I mean,
oh yeah. King Conan #5. I think this is only going to #6 because Marvel has lost the license, is not renewing the license for Conan. So there'll be no more Marvel Conan books. So that hasn't happened since '80s.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Conan, Tarzan, those proper John Carter, Doc Savage, all those properties are from those Pulp Fiction days. So it don't belong to any particular. I mean, it doesn't belong to Marvel or DC.
Oh, okay.
Give them right for a certain amount of time, and they get to and that those things times expires. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's one of those time things. Okay, yeah. I got you. This is the A cover by Azrar. That's how you say it. I hope it's really, really nice cover. I love it. I'm a big fan of like snakes. I love snakes and stuff like that. So he definitely looks like he's in peril. Let's see what else we got. This is going to be a theme for my Marvel thing. As a matter of fact, I'll show you his next book next. I got Deadpool Bad Blood, and I got the Liefeld cover. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. His stuff looks really, really, really good now. I don't know if it's just because he's been doing art for so long or the fact that there's no pouches and no feet.
Well, maybe he has good ink and the color.
I mean, maybe, but like he's got another cover that I'm about to show that's ridiculously good. Like, I don't know what it's 2022. The world is turned upside down, and Liefeld is doing incredible. Not just good.
I don't trust him. I'm sorry.
But he's doing great artwork right now. I don't know. He's hitting his stride or something. The next issue I got, that's one of his covers. I literally got it because the whole if you get a New Mutants 98 and you want him to sign it, it's like it's a really high amount of money. It's like $150, $200 for him to sign it or something like that. But I think he said on his disclaimer thing on his webpage that if it's anything else he's done, it's like $20 or something like that for him to sign it. So if I ever run across him at a con, he'll be signing this really, really good Moon Knight cover that he did.
Yeah.
That it's really weird because I seen it on the screen when I ordered it. And now that I have it in my hand, it looks even better than it did on my screen. Like he's throwing caution to the wind. He's popping off really hard. His art is looking really, really great. And I'm shocked. I mean, I guess I'm not shocked. He's been doing art since what, the 90s, like early 90s, late 80s, I think, when he got his start.
I just know him from Image, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and that was after his Marvel run. So yeah, he's swinging for the fences right now. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm loving it. Hey, keep pumping out good covers because You know, it's a thing. I'll take good covers all day long, especially ones I can get signed for $20 or whatever it is. You know, it's nothing.
Well, then a lot of people, do they all charge $20 or some people will give it for free?
I think. I mean, it depends on the artist. I know. I think Momoko signs her stuff for free, but then I think generally people usually charge something now. Like I charge you 10, $20 now. I think it's becoming a thing. I don't think it's ever going to get back to where it's like they're just happy you're bringing them books to sign and that you read their books. Which I mean, make your money. That's fair. That's capitalism and stuff. I mean, go for it. But let's keep it sane. Like I wouldn't mind paying a creator 10 or $20 to sign my book or something like that. But when you start getting into $100 or something like that, then it starts to like, was it Heroes Con that I'm going to? Ramita wants $45 per signature, Ramita Jr. And that's kind of, I mean, it's just gonna mean I'll get you to sign less books. But I mean, how many signed books do I really need? I mean, one would be good enough.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on getting all of them graded.
Hold on.
So,
I'll be right back. I want to show up something too.
all right, cool. So here's the A cover. That was the Liefeld cover for Moon Knight. Let's see. That was the D cover. The A cover is the Smith cover. And it was really good too. So I picked it as my secondary copy. That way, if I get the other one graded, I still have a copy I can read. Because that's the rules. That's the way I do it. I want to be able to read the book and look at the art and, you know, enjoy the characters and all that stuff like that. I don't want to just be sealed away and me just be staring at it, you know. Next up. Oh, here you go. You're going to love this. We've been talking about this guy a lot. He's been everywhere doing a bunch of variant covers. What is this? This is the C cover for Amazing Spider-Man #2. I liked issue #1. It's starting to feel like, you know, it's really good so far. It's so far. We'll see how it goes from here. But this is the C cover for #2. This is the Inyuk Lee cover.
He's cool. He's cover artist though.
Oh my god, it's really good. Artist. And then it has Tombstone on it too. I like Tombstone. He's a great villain. So Spidey fighting Tombstone. That's classic. Let's see. Last for Marvel is Avengers 56. This is part of the Act series thing that they're doing, which is like Avengers versus X-Men versus Excalibur, which, I mean, sorry, Excalibur. You're already going to be outdone. But I really like this cover. I think this is the cover A. Like, let me see. Yeah, this is cover A by Garon. I've really been enjoying the artwork that's been in this book. It's been really good. I really like this cover. It's like what? Lady Thor? Is that what we're calling her now? Like, I don't know. The female Thor, Jane Foster. Do we call her Jane Foster? Do we call her Lady Thor? Do we call her and what is her name? Thor's sister. Not Angela.
I don't know. You just call her Jane Foster Thor.
Well, no, it's one of the angels or whatever. I can't remember her name right now. Anyway, these two on the cover. I think this is the first time they've ever met in comics. And it's definitely the first time they've ever been on any cover. But I love the artwork on this. Really good. Garon's doing a lot of good artwork. I've been liking the stuff that Avengers been doing. So
that does look cool.
Let's see. Let's swap it to you. See what you got to show before I get it.
I just want to show off this book, man.
What'd you get? Oh, you got it. Oh, yeah. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Is that like a variant thing?
No, it's a sketchbook.
Oh, it's a sketchbook. Oh, wow. Oh, man, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's everything he's ever just had anything to do with.
Yeah, remember he said his favorite was his favorite subject was what's her name? The Dawn Star.
Yeah.
There you go. Dawn
Oh, nice.
Star. And some Legion of Superhero cover he did. Pretty nice, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of
Woohoo!
sketchbooks.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of sketchbooks. I have a Dawn sketchbook by Lensner that's really really good. I can't show most of the art in it because it's Dawn, and if I show it on here, well, I mean I could show it. My stuff's 18 plus, so
What do you mean you can't show it?
it's got some nudity in it because it's
Oh
Dawn.
yeah, well yeah.
Yeah. See, that's oh my god, what is that? What was that from? City of what? City Hall, Bandito, Bandits, City Hall Bandits. Huh. I might need to look into that. Is that a series he did?
Well, I'm gonna get some more from him when I go to his show on Baltimore.
Or is that the new book he said he was working on?
No, that's not new book yet. This is just his book. Yeah, these are history of.
That's really interesting. I need to look that up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, love the Green Lantern.
I think this is something he just. This is something he just sell it at the con.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is going to be some rare item.
Oh man, I really wish he was going to be a hero. Yeah, that Web of Spider-Man #1. Yeah, I really wish he was going to be at Heroes Con because I would love to get something.
He sent me 3, so I got to send 1, and then I'm going to give away 1.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to keep 1 myself. I have to give 1 to the otaku. Remember, I won 1 myself. Remember that?
Yeah, you won your own giveaway. Rigged. That was so good. Like it popped up you, and I was like, because I seen it past your name, and I was like, did he put himself in? And then it landed on you, and I was like, oh my god, he actually won it. Oh my god.
Well, that's one way to get what's his name to send extra books.
Yeah. But
Greg, I hope you're not watching this video. Go ahead.
So next is DC. I only got 3 DC books this week. So Marvel, I had a stack of like 6 or 7 books. DC, I've only got 3. Got the Batman annual that came out, and this is the cardstock B cover. This is the one I like the best. Ghostmaker on the cover, and he's fighting off like it looks like a bunch of zombies. Is that zombies? Either zombies or it looks like people who are possessed by some kind of magic because their eyes are all glowing green. So it's him fighting off a whole crowd of people, and I was like, oh man. That's really, I don't know what's going on with the person in the back who's flying through the air. I think that's an explosion. That's why. That's an explosion. So a lot of action on that cover, a lot of stuff going on. Makes you have to stop and watch it look at it for a second, just to make sure you get everything in. I thought it was great. So I grabbed that. And then Detective 1060. I'm a huge Riddler fan. So got the Riddler cover, him with the beard, which I think actually looks really cool. I didn't know how I'd feel about him with a beard, but it actually looks really sinister. It actually kind of makes him look a lot scarier than the Riddler normally looks. I mean, you can't see him smiling, so you don't know if it's a joke.
Remind me of whatever Jack the Ripper type of.
Yeah, he's got a thing going on. I love the cane. Looks like he's in a Tesla or something like that. Because he's got like the huge screen and everything going on. And I love the steering wheel. The steering wheel's got the question mark on it too. So of course he's got to have a question mark on his steering wheel. I really like that. I can't wait to give that one a read. And then last for DC, but definitely not least, probably this is my favorite DC book that's been coming out for a while. The Swamp Thing season. This is season 2. This is the second part of it. Ram V, Mike Perkins, and Mike Spicer. This is cover A, I believe. Yeah, cover A by Mike Perkins. Definitely. Yeah, Mike Perkins is probably my favorite artist currently putting out books right now. He's killing it. Like, he gives me that old school Swamp Thing vibe where there's lots of detail and it's a whole lot going on. I've been loving Swamp Thing.
Since when you were Swamp Thing fan?
Huh?
Since when you were Swamp Thing fan?
Oh, I've been a Swamp Thing fan since I was a kid.
Really?
I started when I was a kid. There was a TV show that came out in the early '90s that was Swamp Thing show. I think it was on. I want to say it was on like Sci-Fi or something. Well, no, because it couldn't have been Sci-Fi because Sci-Fi wasn't out as a channel then. I can't remember what channel it came on, but there was a Swamp Thing show, and I got introduced to it, and I was like, "This is cool, the coolest thing I've ever seen," because he's like, one with nature, and he's using like plants and stuff like that, and so I latched onto it, and as soon as I started collecting comics, and I let the floodgates open, and was just like, you know what, anything I like, I'm going to collect. I started adding stuff to my pool. Swamp Thing was one of the first things that I put on my pool because I wanted to start collecting Swamp Thing because I didn't even know it was still going on. I was like, oh, I thought that was a book back in the day, and they just didn't do it again. And I think I started in the New 52 run, I think it was. So I started getting a few issues of it in the New 52 run. So yeah, I've been a Swamp Thing fan for God since I was a kid. Before I even knew it was a comic, I just thought it was a TV show. Like, I had no idea, even though I think it said in the credits it was presented by DC Comics or something. Like, I mean, as a kid, who watches the credits? I mean, you just want to see the show. So, next I got Image. I got 3 books from Image, so I got the same amount of Image books as I did DC books. Got probably one of my favorite Spawn books out right now, Gunslinger Spawn number 8, the King cover.
Cool.
Yeah, walking off from the explosion. That's that. I was like, oh yeah, you got to have that epic walk off from an explosion moment going on. So grabbed it. McFarlane's doing the writing. Brett Booth's doing the artwork. I'm a big Brett Booth fan. Love his artwork. So I was definitely on board with this, and it is not disappointed. Like, he's either being a complete badass or he's being a comedic genius. Like, I mean, it's there's no barometer. Like, he's either doing something really, really awesome that just like, you can't even believe it, or he's like, there was an issue where he said he had to go to the bathroom, and he asked the guy where the outhouse was, and the guy was like, just go to the bathroom in the house. And he was like, you people go to the bathroom inside the house? What is wrong with you? Why would you do that inside? Like, so.
Well, that was indoor plumbing wasn't a thing in back.
It wasn't a thing back when he was.
Even me, I wasn't, and I was in Korea.
Well, yeah, that's
indoor
true.
Plumbing is a brand new thing for us.
My dad told me a story. He went to go visit some relatives of ours in Tennessee because he wanted to, meet his relatives, and so he got an address for one of them, and he went to go visit them in Tennessee, and this was in the 70s, I think it was, and they didn't have indoor plumbing either. They still used an outhouse. It was still a thing in the 70s. It just depended on where you lived. Next up from Image, a really weird book. I really like it. I think it's really, really cool. It freaks some people out, and it is a weird book. I'll give it that. This is Ice Cream Man number 30, and beautiful. Some of these covers are so good. Like, I mean, some of them are definitely like, homage covers or whatever that are like, the Ice Cream Man, like, portraying other things and stuff like that. But then some of them are just like abstract art. It's just really, it seems like some kind of Picasso or something like that going on. So I've really been enjoying it. It's a weird read because it's basically tales of different people, and they're all living their lives, but their lives are completely train wrecked by either, like, some of them have like, there was an issue where a guy started tracing his family history. What's up, Slim? What's up, Sean? How are you doing? He started tracing his family history and started trying to figure out why he was like so messed up. And like he started like, oh, his dad was an alcoholic and his grandpa was an alcoholic and stuff like that. And like how his like family history made his mental history, made his mental state now. And like everybody in his family kind of went along the same lines where they got, depressed or whatever. And he's climbing down his family tree as he's going it. And it's a landscape book. These books are crazy. I love it. I think it's great. Ice Cream Man number 30. I don't know how long this is going to go on, but I mean, they can keep it running for as long as they want. And then the last Image book I got is The Scorched number 6. This is the McFarlane cover. All the McFarlane covers connect. They're connecting covers, and they are the cover swipes of the.
Oh, that's X-Men.
Yeah, and I got all the connecting issues. I'll take a picture of them and put them on my Instagram.
Oh, he really like to do homage on Jim Lee, doesn't he?
Yeah. Him and Jim are really, really like close friends and stuff like that. I think it's him. Yeah, it's him and is it? Oh no, wait, McFarlane after Jim Lee. So he actually named Jim on the cover as like the reason.
Yeah, well, he's a big homage to Jim Lee's art. So
yeah, he's so he basically did this as like a shout out to his friend and being like, my friend's an incredible artist and I'm a huge fan. So he did all his covers as connecting covers. I can't wait to connect them all. I'll take a picture and put it on my Instagram. Those are really nice. And then the last 3 books that I have are all 3 different publishers.
What your head says, bud? What your head said?
Black Tusk.
Tusk.
Yeah, it's a band from Athens, Georgia. What would I say they are? Stoner rock, something like that. Yeah, stoner rock. Just it's like rock, but it's got some oomph to it. It's a little meatier of a sound. Their original singer and bass player ended up passing away in a motorcycle accident. He was riding his motorcycle, and I think car ran a red light and T-boned him. And this hat is from the proceed. When you bought this hat when you saw him live, this and a whole bunch of other merch that they sold the next tour they did went to his family for like proceeds for like making sure he had a good place to rest and making sure his family was taken care of and everything like that. So I had to grab some stuff when I went to go see him. Last 3 books I got. Oh, that is really cool. Last 3 books I got are all from different publishers. The first one is Dark Horse. It's the only Dark Horse book I got. It's the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo book that they're doing. We Have Demons. I normally have been getting the Capullo covers because I like Greg Capullo's artwork. And it had the foil. I was getting the C covers because it had the foil where the title was written.
Foily.
Huh?
Foily.
Yeah, I love that foil. I'm a gimmick nut. But Francisco Franciavilla did a cover, and if he does something and I'm pulling it, I'm grabbing it. He is going to be at Heroes Con. I got to figure out what I want him to sign because he is one of my favorite artists ever since Afterlife with Archie was the first book of his I pulled that he was doing the artwork on, and I love his art, man. I don't even know what style you would call this, but it's like got a little grit to it, little I don't even know what to call it, but it's just got some grit to it, but it really fits with like, especially with like horror books and stuff like that. Huge fan of his, so I had to get that cover. This is the last issue of this. I thought this was going to be like an ongoing thing, and apparently it's like a 3-issue mini that they did because Scott Snyder put out digitally like 6 books last year on Dark Horse's what would you call it, app or whatever, digital comics or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he said eventually it would be becoming like actual books, but they did it digitally first. So there's a few of them that I want to pick up because one of them's Capullo, one of them's Francisco Franciavilla. They're doing one. Francis Matapool, he's doing one with him, and he's doing one with like all these great artists. So I'm getting a bunch of them. IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 129. Of course, I had to get some turtles. This is the B cover, so it's the Kevin Eastman cover. I think this is the new turtle, the new girl turtle. Like, there's two of them now. There's Jenica, and then there's Venus, I believe is her name. And this is the first. Well, no, wait. I think the last issue had her picture on the cover. So the last one was first cover appearance and first full appearance. So nobody can argue and debate about it. And then there's this one, which I love Eastman. He's got some grit to him, like that dirty, gritty kind of stuff. Like when I was a kid, I would have immediately snatched a book like this up. Like, I mean, it's just really great. So I had to grab his cover. The art's for the rest of the book, like it's hit or miss. Like sometimes they do books and the art's great. Even though it's the same person doing the art, it seems like they have a different style sometimes when they do the book. It makes no sense, but yeah, Sean, I've been loving Ice Cream Man. It's really weird, and I just love it. And the connecting covers. Beefit, what is up? How are you doing? All the way from New Zealand. As far as I know, if you are getting something signed, if you bring your own pens because you want it done in a certain color and in a certain spot, most artists will not have a problem if you hand them the pen that you want them to use and like sign it where I'm assuming they wouldn't have too much of a problem. I don't know. Like, I mean, all the stuff I ever had signed was literally either sketch covers that got signed or like, you know, at the time it was my first con. So I just figure you hand them the book, they sign it wherever they want. But I've seen a lot of people being like, I'm assuming if you gave them a pen that was like, if you wanted it signed in gold because gold would show up better. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I'm going to bring some pens just in case. Just in case the artist only has like a black pen, but it wouldn't show up well on a darker cover. So, I'd give them like a silver one. I have a silver one that I really like. So I'm going to go with that.
Hey, Biffit. Hey, Dave collects. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave is here. I tried to click on his comment and then got another comment, so it moved it. Yeah, I really like the Eastman.
You keep on moving your head so I can draw you, but here you are, man. That luscious.
Oh my God, that actually looks exactly like me. Oh my God. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's so great.
You have beard and a mustache, and I had to draw that mustache.
Oh man, when I was watching Brian's talk with Comic Journey, and he said you got tie locks in the category with a mustache and the mullet, so he's got the hair, facial hair. He was like, "How am I supposed to compete?"
Both for Tylex mustache and what do you call mullet? Yeah, mullet.
Please do. I am campaigning. I'm welcoming nominations. I'm welcoming the chance to win a CBCA award. Everybody, hopefully remembers my video last year of me flipping out when I wasn't nominated. Even though I'd only been doing videos for like a month or something like that, I thought it would be hilarious. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. And I was really not upset. Don't be thinking that I was all hurt. My feelings were hurt because it was not like that at all. But it was really fun to make. It was really hard to make that video, dude. I had to do like 4 takes to make that video because I kept laughing at myself while I was making it. So
what was this?
It was hard. It was rough, man. I know what actors go through now because that was pretty rough. The last book that I got is Red Sonja #9 by Mirka Andolpha is doing the writing. It's been all right. It's not the greatest Red Sonja that I've ever read, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. But I got the Linsner cover because anytime I get something and there's a Linsner cover, I'm a huge Michael Linsner fan. Just the way he draws, it's really weird because I would normally say I like gritty stuff, but he's very realistic, very crystal crystal clear and very sharp. The way he draws faces and stuff like that, I really love it. So it's the duality, you know. It's either got to look like it's, you know, got some dirt to it, or it's kind of gritty, or it's got to be crystal clear and look really great.
Yeah, I gotta go, man.
All right, man.
Hey, thanks. It was fun.
Have a good one.
All right. Talk to you later, dude. Thanks, everybody. Later, guys. How do I get out of this?
How do I get out of this? And there's no getting out of it now, Bookworm. You're in. You're stuck. Oh, well, he's gone. Okay. And that seems to be about it. That is my whole pull. So let's go news. What do I got going on? Tuesday there is a Benchwarmer show on Cardboard Crazy's channel. I have a nice little stack of cards to show off that I got from a member of the community. I'm going to save who and what I got for the show exclusively. So you're going to have to tune in to Cardboard Crazy's channel. My buddy Chris. I've recently just, like ran into him through Roscoe, another great community member who just hit 300. Congratulations, Roscoe. You are the fucking man. You deserve way more than 300. You'll get there one day, I promise you. But congratulations on 3. So I got a nice little stack of cards I'll be showing off on his channel. And then Friday is an episode of Tunes and Collections with John Jarvis from Scour. So make sure you tune in for that. I've got a bunch of those coming up. I know I said it was going to be once a month, but they might be more than once a month because a lot of musicians are hitting me up, wanting to be involved and wanting to show off especially record collections, man. Musicians, of course, are going to have huge record collections. So that'll be going on Friday. Saturday will be Spine Ticks. I believe that Sunday we are doing some kind of thing on the Spine Ticks. It's a D&D adventure thing that's going on. And I'm down. I'm totally down for some D&D. You guys know that. So tune into the Spine Ticks channel. I would believe it would be on for that. It's Sunday D&D. I think we're going to be playing D&D live is definitely what's going to be going on. And this is going to be interesting because you can imagine just us playing D&D, how great this is going to be. What's up, Aggressive? How are you doing? Nice to see you. Let's see. Anything else that I have coming up? I feel like I'm missing something. I am filming something tonight for another channel, but I'm going to leave that announcement up to him. But I'm really, really excited for this. It's one of the interview shows that's going around where people are interviewing content creators and, asking them great questions like, what got them into comics, what comics they're enjoying, what stuff that they have in their collection. I'm guessing that they really, really are proud of. Stuff like of that nature. You get to know everybody that way. So I'm filming an episode of that tonight. Go to Slim's Comics and More in a few more minutes. I'm about to jump off of here so I can catch the show live. Sean is going live. I believe he's doing some bagging and boarding and some hanging out. If he drops a link, I will 100% be there for that, at least in the chat. But if not, I'll jump on with him if he wants company. And that should be, what do I think? Heroes Con. Heroes Con's coming up in a few weeks. 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. I cannot wait for Heroes Con. It's going to be a blast. Rooming with Southpaw Brad. Go check him out if you've not checked Southpaw Brad's channel out. I'll be rooming with him. Remy Q's going to be there. Digger Jim, Brother John. Pocan Joe's going to be there. Many people are going to be there. Let's see, who else? I know I'm forgetting somebody and I'm not meaning to, but I only woke up a few hours ago. Let's see. Legion of Comics. Mark will also be there. That's right. Can't believe I forgot about Mark. And a bunch of people, a bunch of comic book content creators are going to be there. We're all going to get to see each other and hang out. You know, it should be a whole lot of fun. Oh, really? Are you really? Oh, please do. Please do. Oh, man. Monarch. Venture Brothers. Yeah, I love some Venture. The Monarch was great. Oh, so that show was so good. It was like so much comedy, and then at the same time, it reminded me so much of Johnny Quest. It's not even funny. I love Johnny Quest. I'm a huge Johnny Quest fan. So yeah, please, oh man, if you're gonna be there dressed as a henchman, come find me, Aggressive. And I will definitely take a photo with you, whatever, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's a thing. So yeah, Sean's show is starting, so I'm gonna end the stream. 42 minutes in. Thanks for everybody who showed up. I know I didn't make an event. I should have, just didn't have a chance to. Kind of just forgot when I came home this morning to make an event. Give everybody a heads up. But if you're catching this on the rewind, go check out. Most of the people in the chat have channels. Go check their channels out. Everybody I mentioned, go check their channels out if you aren't subbed to them. We're all growing together. We're all looking at all our stuff. So have a good one, everybody. I hope your day goes well. Mondays are the worst for some people. I'm off, so I'm happy. I'm going to read some comics and hang out on Slim's channel. And then I'm going to clean the crap out of my house. So y'all have a good one. I will see y'all later. Peace.